everybody, what's up? If you know the Stalker series, this screen may or may not possibly at all be relevant to it, but you may know or may not know what this is. This is Stalker, Call of Pripyat, or COP, or COP, whatever one you want to call it. And I mean, this is, as you see down in the bottom left corner, is version 1.6.02 Arsenal Overhaul. And it is the full version, meaning it has Atmosphere 3, I think, maybe Misery in it, or parts of Misery, new guns, a few new suits, shit tons of new noise or sound files for the guns. And I thought, well, hell, I love the game. Maybe if I can get my PC to play it while recording, you know, shit fraps, I can possibly record it for you guys. And I am in no way a pro or even decent at this game. And I've only spent maybe, I don't know, 4 hours screwing around in it. And I mean, I've downloaded and uninstalled and reinstalled multiple different mods for this to try to make it the best viewing experience for you guys and everybody else. You know, it's just, I'm trying to do things here for you so that you enjoy it. But enough babbling, like I always do in every beginning of every video that's an intro to a game. I'm gonna start a new game. And as you notice, this isn't like your bog standard role-playing game. There's no character creation now, like nowadays, or you know, your RPG games back then, where you could create a character. You make them you make them the way you want them to look. You pick some skill sets. There's none of that. What this is an RPG, and you're playing a character in a story, and you're playing as a mercenary. Well, yeah, an ex-military or an ex-stalker that was in the military that the military's bringing back in for, yeah. I'll let the intro do what the intro's meant to do. Hopefully all the audio and everything's good, and here we go. Loading screens are kind of bleh because of the mod, and then there's a little bit of the glitchy, yeah, it's the mod doing what the mod does. I mean, there's a few little stutters that I've gotten after installing these mods. I've got, there's Atmosphere, Misery maybe, Atmosphere's, Absolute Structures I downloaded myself, but the mod pack that I have, the Arsenal Overhaul, comes with Absolute Nature, which just brings more, biologically nature-ish life to, you know, what the wasteland of, Chernobyl and the zone, the exclusion zone is. But here we go.
At 0123 on April 26, 1986, the reactor of Power Block 4 of Chernobyl NPP is destroyed following a series of thermal explosions. The resulting radioactive cloud moves across the European part of the USSR, Eastern Europe, and the consequences of the disaster are so serious that the government is forced to begin evacuating the residents of nearby towns and villages. A 30-kilometer exclusion zone is created to stop residents from returning to the contaminated area. Despite the disaster, the Chernobyl NPP continues to operate. The existence of a power station, as well as the fact that the area is no longer inhabited, leads the Council of Ministers of the USSR to set up a June 11, 2006. The exclusion zone lights up with a flash of blinding light as clouds can be seen evaporating in the sky. After a moment of complete silence, a peal of thunder shakes the ground. Most of the government forces guarding the perimeter are killed instantly. 2008. Scientists are still unable to explain what happened. Rare expeditions into the zone usually end in tragedy, with survivors telling stories of mutated animals. According to various estimates, by 2010, the zone is home to between 100 and 300 unknown individuals. They call themselves stalkers and make their living by collecting anomalous formations known as artifacts, which they sell for. In 2011, despite military cordons, the stalker phenomenon is growing in numbers. However, stalkers travel primarily around the zone's edges, with the center remaining terra incognita. 2012, a stalker
right this
called
time.
S.T.A.L.K.I.N.G solves the secret of the brain scorcher, a man-made emitter that had blocked the way to the center of the zone for years. After the brain scorcher is disabled, all stalkers rush for the center of the zone. Some in hopes of finding a treasure trove of artifacts. Others, the government decides to launch a large-scale military operation. Operation Fairway, as it came to be known, involves using maps of anomaly fields to maneuver helicopters to the CNPP. Despite meticulous preparation, the operation is a failure, and none of the helicopters return from the mission. Major S.T.A.L.K.I.N.G, a USS special agent, is sent into the zone to investigate the disappearance of the helicopters. Disguised as a stalker, equipped with a regular assault rifle, 2 weeks' worth of supplies, and a radio to communicate with HQ, the Major begins his journey towards the center of...
Okay, now really quick before you guys get upset about that, if you will, I didn't skip any of that. I don't know if that was the mod conflicting with the intro, or what it was, because the first time I played this with no mods, it was just smooth. There wasn't any typos. Well, there might have been typos, but I didn't really pay any attention. But I know he didn't cut off sentences. It seemed like the mod makers wanted to, you know, like skip ahead, and this is normal. Every beginning of the game, it's pretty bad right off the bat because everything's loading in because, you know, it's a persistent world. And the first thing you want to do when you're playing this, I have noticed, is...
Put your weapon away, man.
Don't put guns in people's faces or you get the same thing for you. It's got some awkward controls, but basically, you click this, guy tells you, he pretty much puts the coordinates into your P-Day or your map or your quest book or log or whatever you want to call it. And then you can ask him questions about themselves or about your missions. You can ask him, like, yeah, where do you want to find artifacts? Those are the best, like he said, you could sell them for considerable sums of money. There's an old substation called Iron Forest. You'll understand why when you see it. Some people claim to have found clusters of artifacts in that area after an emission hit. It's not all that dangerous, mainly electric anomalies and a bit of radiation. There's also a few poltergeists that will bury you all in, or bury you in all kinds of crap that if you don't hide in time. You can ask them what they're up to, and you can ask them to take you somewhere, but it's not for free. See, can you leave me there free? You select one, and it's like X amount of money. You can trade with some NPCs. Ooh. I like that. An RPK. Not as good as my gun though, see, as you can tell from the stats. And then you come over here. Oh, you have better stats. See, like you said, you have a week's worth of supplies. Or food and supplies, I guess. I don't know how that's a week's worth. That's basically that. Now I've got my first mission. But
Howdy ho.
hit the P button, pulls up your map, and you scroll wheel, and it zooms the map out. Or you can drag the map around with these things on the bottom and on the side. Or if you want, you have these. And here's a little mission marker. Like main missions are gold, side missions are white. And then these are areas where you can go, like Dredge Station. Here's an anomaly called the Boiler Anomaly. The Burnt Farmstead, which is fire anomalies. I can't remember what they're called. But see, instead of doing finding safety right away or continuing the main mission, I like to tend to usually gravitate going this way. And helping out a guy who is a bit of a moron. And by saying that, I mean major moron. If I wasn't here, his moronic friend back there wouldn't help him. So, basically what I do is, you know, he stumbles around for a bit.
Just relax and keep moving.
He's got his detector out, he's looking for them artifacts. Put it back up. Because this mod, even when your screen turns slightly red, you start losing health slowly, and I don't want that. See, he bumbles around, almost kills himself there.
See you Your suit can handle it. Keep going.
And this guy's like the bad friend that the peer pressure. Yeah, it's okay. Just take another, have another beer. Have another beer. Have another beer. You won't throw up. You look green, but you won't throw up.
Help me, stalker.
Let's see, me being a nice guy, sorry that's really loud. Heal him up. Yeah, you can take his gun, but whatever. It's usually not worth anything. He's probably not even going to pick it up. Oh, yeah, he is. There you go. And this mod does change the way the outfits look. And see, says, woo buddy, that was the closest to buying in the boiler. Mutant dogs would have had a field day. Here, take my detector. It might come in handy one day. Thanks for saving my life, really. I think I'll take a breather at the base now. And he gives me a detector. Which, if you've played the other Stalker games...
I'm listening.
This detector is a considerably great detector. As in, it shows you which direction an artifact will be. And the beeping that you hear from it... Oh, shit. The X button be my sprint. Where are you? And a fireball. So a considerably great artifact for our first jump into a really hot lava, well not lava, really hot steam and water pit. Now go back to my inventory, and you can either sell it, but this one what I like to do is I like to wear it because it does give you fire protection. And these things right here are your containers, where you can hold certain things. The suit only comes equipped with one container to hold one artifact. But now see, like, I can walk up here and it won't hurt me until I get super close to where it's hot. And it starts degrading my health really quick. There is pop-ups underneath the map. I mean, like this HUD, everything you see, isn't the bog standard HUD. This all comes from the mods. So does the way the grass and everything looks. And considering this is quite an old game, a lot of people may or may not have heard of it. And if you haven't heard of it, you really need to go and buy it. You need to download it. You need to play it. I can promise you it won't be as framey. It's just fraps being fraps. I mean, there's just, you know, little bits of stuff that this mod adds. You know, like little bits of ammo everywhere. That's like, here, take this. You know, I'm gonna know you're gonna need it. Those are just cigarette packs. Are pretty useless. You really can't do anything with them. But this mod does add cigarettes, and they're minus radiation. This is their side protection. Now, what I'm doing here, as my game lags like crazy, 3 times in a row, is I am getting an artifact. Now see, I'm going ahead and skipping some of the quests. I mean, you could do this. It doesn't really affect you much. Oh, like I said, I'm not a pro at this game. Scream at me all you want. I mean, I definitely can hear you through the monitor. But as you see, you know, you have the radiation symbol down at the bottom right above my health and ammo, telling you, oh, you're radiated out the ass. Your dick's gonna fall off. So you better watch out. But I came up here to grab this, an altered wheel. This pops up at the bottom left saying, there's a new mission, strange phenomenon, ask stalkers about the artifact. Then you run into a couple of assholes outside the door. Well, an asshole. He says, brother, listen, there's an artifact. It's got healing powers. I need it real bad. It doesn't have healing powers. A buddy of mine is about to buy the farm from this weird sickness, which I believe that's typos. Our medicine can't do crap. I tried to grab that artifact, but stumbled into a gas anomaly. You haven't come across it, have you? You can give it to him, but I wouldn't advise that. You could be an asshole, either one of these. You know, they have pretty bad outcomes, and I guess you can pretty much guess what the outcomes are going to be.
Just you keep walking. You'll remember this moment, that's for sure.
You have anti-radiation drugs, but I wouldn't advise using them. Definitely don't equip this. Yeah. This was the dredge station wheel, which I'm actually on a boat if you didn't notice. I mean, you probably did. You're not stupid. It's now half converted into a strange artifact. No properties are notable other than the active glowing and a little radioactivity. That's not actually what's giving me radiation right now. That's actually the water and this area where I'm standing like a moron. But see, this mod gives you a considerably kick-ass gun at the beginning of the game, so you really don't have to be afraid of these assholes. And they're gonna hold you up.
Stop right there! Holster your weapon and don't you move! Stay still and don't even think about moving, asshole. One wrong move and you're toast.
These guys come walking up.
What an asshole!
See that? Bad idea. See? And considering my smart ass, I haven't saved. Well, and that's why you don't basically let them do that. What you need to do at that point in time is as soon as you tell him that you don't have one. L button is your light, by the way, which you know usually be F, but F is search and activate things. So, just heads up on that. And that's Fraps splitting the recording into separate parts, like stupidity that it usually does.
Just you
Best
keep
thing to
walking.
do
You'll
is
remember
before you
this
come down
moment,
here,
that's for sure.
look out that window right there, and if you're lucky enough, you can look down it, and that guy is directly below the window. Then you have to deal with this guy, and he'll try backing away down that way if he's smart. Then you'll deal with this guy, which will do the same, or he'll just try to take off sprinting. Best thing you can do is one shot to the head, dead. Watch the other bullet, duck, and then hold shift. Yeah, I've gotten I'm pretty sure the misery mod is actually active in this, and you are going to see me die quite a bit because I'm not, well, I am good at Fallout and the other games. Like, I put multiple hours in them. I very rarely ever die, even on the hardest difficulty in those. But this one, I'm playing on rookie, like a, you know, like baby, or I don't know. I think it's rookie. I'm pretty sure. But I just got my ass kicked again. And that's just because... Oh, I need to go down the floor. That's just because I'm not good at this game. Now, you want to play and be good at it, see what I'm talking about? This badass down here, this cool fucking suit.
I'm going to bleed you down.
And they can't come up here and get you. So you're free to pop shots off that phone. Stay away from the other guys. Take one at a time. Kind of cheap. Takes away from the lore. Failed. See, it's not my aim usually, it's more the other people's aim being able to kick my ass. And I need to patch myself with the bandage. Bandages don't actually give you health, they just stop you from bleeding. And that nice little sound effect, there we go. Solve that fucking problem really quick. Like I was saying, you know, you run up the F buttons to search, pick up weapons separately because they don't show up on the body. Don't know why the fuck he had two different guns. And this mod actually adds more stuff, like a water bottle for health. Instead of the energy drink, it's, yeah, that product placement up the ass. This gun's not useful really. I mean, it's a fucking badass. It's an AR-15. What's not bad about it? But it's not good enough to sell. Meaning, it's not really worth carrying considering my gun is pristine right now. And there's no problem with it. And it's hella good. Nice sneakers, by the way. Fucking clown shoes. I mean, like, you come up here. I'm surprised neither of these guys are actually alive still. This one's a little bit better. You can unload the ammunition just like you see me do. And it's basically puts it into his inventory. This one may be worth taking because it's only 2 bars down. This gives you health. Vodka and cigarettes take away radiation, but cigarettes really don't take away that much radiation. I'm sitting over here putting it in his inventory like a dumbass. Look at me be a pro. See, took away my radiation. And you have this. Health. Usually that means you're getting radiation, I think. I don't know. That's psi protection or negative. Taking away from the psi capabilities, which some monsters have. There's weather that does it. Because it's mod. See, there was some vodka that I just picked up. It does the same as cigarettes now. This mod brings new things into the game that are really should have been there in the first place. And they're not too, you know, OP or, you know, unbalanced. They're just right. And my game is crapping. What is that? Okay, I cannot play like this. Oh shit. All of a sudden Fraps has decided, oh, I'm gonna shit all over you. And you're recording. I'm gonna shit just everywhere. Yeah, you recording? Yeah, no, I don't think so. It's very hard to aim with frame problems. And I have no idea what that was. I'm guessing Bloodsucker. Which, if you haven't played Stalker, they can go invisible. And they're really scary. To me, at least. They're fighting each other. I think that is a Bloodsucker. Oh, Jesus. Olympic jumping dogs. Look at that shit. Oh my god. The X button is sprint, like I've said. And I am being chased around like a pussy by some dogs. Oh shit! That's not me doing that. That's actually... Okay, the Bloodstalker got a hold of me. Or Bloodsucker got a hold of me. And as you can hear, it sounds pretty damn scary. And, like I said, they go invisible. And they're pretty damn fucking ugly with this texture pack. They kind of added, you know, better feet and hands to them. So it's not like they're just considerable monsters. They're more of what people used to be and then turn into monsters. Which I'm pretty sure is what they are. But they look like they got some fur and moss on them. And some veins running down and blood everywhere. Nasty fucking tendril mouths. Heads. And yeah, I know I just ran myself out of ammo, but that's not a big problem. See, I got a whole extra mag right here. I need to get to the trader, to the boat, which I will quickly run over there before I end the recording, so you guys know which way to go from here. Yes, I know there is an artifact back over by that pipe in the water, and you watch out if you ever go and get it yourself. It's usually there. I don't know if it is all the time, but it has been since I've started playing this. The few times I've played this. And it is worth going and getting because usually it's a night star, but there's a lot of gas anomalies, so just a heads up when you're over there. Watch your ass when you're walking. And the 6 on the number 6, not the keypads, just the numbers, is your bolts, which you can also at the same time hit the 0 or O button on the keyboard, and you get yourself your detector out. And you can throw bolts to check to see where the anomalies are and if it's safe or not. And Fraps is just shitting everywhere. The good thing about this one is, you know, you get groups of stalkers and other people walking around, and you can actually trade with them. It's like, they'll take you places like I showed you earlier.
I'm listening.
And stuff. But here you go. Hitting the 6 key apparently just froze my game slightly. I don't know what's going on. I think I have too many mods, honestly, and it's just shitting everywhere. There you go.
Listen up. Hello.
You get your guy that'll reach you around, and your random bits of food. And the frame rate of a baby turtle crawling across with the giant nutsack swinging behind it. No, I'm not finishing that. Oh yeah, you got your outpost. You got your guy that'll give you jobs for stuff.
Welcome aboard our swamp icebreaker.
Take that, the artifact you got. That's what the lag is.
Attention stalkers, an emission is approaching. I
And you
repeat,
dash
an
coordinate
emission
and
is
a decent
approaching.
amount of money for it.
Seek cover immediately.
Pop in if you find
Listen
any
up.
artifacts and sorcerer
Well,
wants
good
to
luck
see
to
you.
And I'm gonna quickly F5 my ass and show you guys what the fucking emission is. This is new to this game. It's an emission. Which is this. I have it set, I'm pretty sure, to where any stalkers that are caught in an emission when it runs past them the second time will turn into zombies. Psystorm turns them into zombies. And instead of going to safety, these guys are running from safety. But as you can tell, the mission is killing me
Stalkers, an
in
emission will
frames.
start any minute now. Find cover if you want to live.
You're going to
I'm
die
all
with
ears,
me.
buddy.
Okay, let's take a seat and die together. Look at that. The birds don't even give a shit. Oh, and the icon in the side of the screen is the fact that my armor is damaged, but still good. Look at that. That is just the most one of the most badass things I've ever seen in a game. Okay, that's a lie, but you gotta admit that's really cool. And here comes the emission. Hence why my frames are so low. Bye. See, it gives you a few seconds to take something to fight off the effects that you're getting. And it's not done yet. I mean, I've been caught in these decent time on into the game, and it wasn't good. But F5, I've already quick saved it, and here comes the brunt of the emission. And as you can see, it's very fatal. There was your emission. There goes your zombies. That is an amazing thing. But as I said, I gotta figure out what's going on. I might have to down my settings a little bit because of fraps, or just get Action, which is another recording software. I'll be getting paid soon, so I'll be able to do that. I spent last week's pay on all 3 Stalker games. So if you don't want to see Call of Pripyat right away, I mean, I can go back and I can play Shadow Chernobyl with Atmosphere or Complete, which are both mods. But other than that, I just wish you guys, hope you guys enjoyed, and I guess I'll see everybody later. Catch you later.